chatty lines, how are we doing? Hope you're doing well. I am well. My name is Phoebe. If this is your first time coming to this channel, and on this channel we talk about life in Germany, making it in Germany as a foreigner, as an expat. So if you have not yet subscribed, please, I beg you, go and subscribe. This video is one that I had to put together because of many questions that I've been getting. Phoebe, which one is better? Which one is easier? German naturalization or residence permit, permanent residence permit. So, Einbürgerung gegenüber Niederlassungserlaubnis. Was ist für mich besser? Nun, question depends on what you want in Germany, how long you plan to stay. Do you plan to leave at some point? Do you have family? Do you have children who have already started learning German and they're doing well? Do you plan on coming back to Germany at any point in time? Okay, these are the reasons why you would want to consider either one, either the German passport or the indefinite stay for Germany. All right, so the German passport is the citizenship of Germany, which allows you to obviously live in Germany wherever you want at any point in time. You can be voted for, you can vote, you know, you have the right of suffrage, and these are the aktives und passives Wahlrecht. These are the main differences when it comes to Niederlassungserlaubnis, okay? So Niederlassungserlaubnis, you're also allowed to live in Germany as long as you want. And the only difference, or the main difference to the German citizenship is that one, you cannot vote in Germany and you cannot be voted for. This is mainly for people who are Germans, okay, who have the German citizenship, who have the German passport. So you cannot vote, you cannot be voted for. And you have access to all kinds of jobs. There are some jobs that you cannot do if you are not German, okay? There are certain public offices that you cannot hold if you are not German. So that is also another manko, another negative or disadvantage of just the indefinite stay. Another thing about the indefinite stay is that you cannot leave Germany for as long as you like. Whereas as a German, you can always come home. Obviously, it's your country, you can always come home. But for the Niederlassungserlaubnis, you cannot come home as you please, as you wish. It is not possible. So your time away from Germany in some cases cannot be longer than 6 months. In some cases cannot be longer than 12 months. So if you have the blue card, it cannot be longer than 12 months. And if it's the regular Niederlassungserlaubnis, you cannot leave Germany for more than 6 months. So as I said, it depends on what your situation is, and these are the pros and cons of both sides, right? Now, one main con of the German citizenship was that before the reform in 2024, for most countries, you couldn't have dual citizenship. But now it's possible, since the new law came out, or the reform came out with the citizenship, that you can actually have your previous citizenship and the German citizenship. But of course, exceptions apply. There's always an exception to the rule. So please check if your current country allows dual citizenship with Germany, and then you go ahead, okay? Or if Germany allows dual citizenship with your home country, and then you go ahead. Now, when it comes to dual citizenship or the new citizenship reform, if you've probably not seen my previous video on what the new coalition, as in what the new government in Germany wants to do with the dual citizenship, or not dual citizenship, but the fast track citizenship application, then please watch it. Basically, they want to scrap it. They want to say that those who want to apply for German citizenship after 3 years should not have the ability to anymore, except of course you are the spouse of a German, which before was also possible. Before the new reform, it was also possible that spouses of Germans living in Germany can apply for the German citizenship after 3 years instead of that time 8, and now instead of 5 years. Now, without further ado, let's even see which one you're eligible for. One question I got was, so I cannot apply for German citizenship if I've not been working for 33 months. I think when it comes to that, you're mixing the German citizenship and the residence or the indefinite residence permits, Niederlassungserlaubnis. I like saying Niederlassungserlaubnis because if you can't say Niederlassungserlaubnis, why do you want Niederlassungserlaubnis, bitte schön? Niederlassungserlaubnis. Those who watched my video 2 years ago know this little joke. So if you want Niederlassungserlaubnis, make sure you can pronounce it. Okay. Now let's get into the requirements for each. So the German citizenship currently as of April 2025 and the Niederlassungserlaubnis as of April 2025. So the standard requirement is that you've been in Germany for 5 years. Okay. For German citizenship, you've been in Germany for 5 years. 2, you have the German language proficiency. And this is where it gets interesting. Usually, it should be at least B1. A1, A2 is for people who have been here for a longer period of time. These are like the older generation. So for you being a young person in Germany, the B1 should be the minimum. That is if you want to apply after 5 years. If you want to apply after 3 years, which for now is still active until they change it or they scrap it, then you should have C1. That's the fast track people, C1. You should also show that you are financially stable. So you are taking care of your bills yourself, you are working, you either are self-employed or something, but you are not relying on the state for your daily bread. That is important, the self-sustenance. Yes. Number 4 is that you must be committed to the democratic values of Germany. That is why you have this financial clearing that you do. I pledge to the free and democratic basic order of Germany. That one, you have to know that. And of course, you have to pass your Einbürgerungstest. Einbürgerungstest is not for everyone. I personally did not have to do any Einbürgerungstest because I went to gymnasium in Germany. I did my A-levels, my Abitur in Germany. It was after my Abitur. I was also in uni then, so I didn't have to do it. So not everyone has to do it. The exemptions I'm going to put right here. So these are the basic things that the authorities are going to ask you when you want to naturalize in Germany, okay? Now let's look at Niederlassungserlaubnis. Let me turn this way so you can remember it easier. Niederlassungserlaubnis, what are the requirements? Also, you need at least 5 years of legal stay in Germany. For those of you who have gotten their legal stay after getting 104C, for example, then that year that you had 104C, it would also be added to the 5 years that they are counting. Probably not the ones before that because you do not have a legal stay, but once you start having 104C, that 1 year is also going to be added to the 5 years, okay? Financially self-sufficient, similar to the citizenship. This is where they ask for pension contributions. At least 60 months of pension contributions are required. So you should be working a job where you're paying your social security, social contributions. Make sure of that. To have the knowledge of legal and social order in Germany. And this time around, it is not the Einbürgerungstest that you're being asked for. It's more like the integration test. Yes, that's the difference. You need to have adequate living space. You need to have the necessary work permit and also no serious criminal convictions. This no serious criminal convictions also applies to the German citizenship. Not all kinds of criminal convictions will be counted with German citizenship, but it actually helps if you have a clean slate, okay? What do you take with you? You take your passport, your employment contract, your pay slips. They will ask for your pension contribution, your proof of self-sufficiency. They'll ask for your police clearance, so they want to know your polizeiliches Führungszeugnis. These things. These are the ones for the Niederlassungserlaubnis. So Niederlassungserlaubnis actually asks more of you than the German citizenship. And of course, these are just the basic requirements. People with blue card would have different requirements as well. So it is not one shoe fits all. So please look into it. If you want to have questions answered, the best bet is going to your Ausländerbehörde and asking them directly. This is my situation. This is the outside that I have. As this is the country I come from. This is the kind of stay that I have. What do I do? Am I eligible? What do you need from me? And they will actually give you the requirements, okay? This video is just to prepare your mind towards it, to let you know what are the pros and the cons. Of course, let's talk money. The citizenship is more expensive than the Niederlassungserlaubnis. Citizenship for the adults is $255. Niederlassungserlaubnis is around $113 or something. So when it comes to the money, the little kwacha, that's the difference as well. So in a nutshell, if you want to keep the commitment to your country only, because now you can do dual citizenship in most cases or with most country combinations. If you want to keep your commitment to only your country, your home country, then Niederlassungserlaubnis is good for you. If you know that you'll be going to Germany, like you'll be going in and out of Germany and you don't want to be voting in 2 countries, then Niederlassungserlaubnis is good for you. If you know that you do not want to have any political activities in Germany, you don't want to stand for election or anything, Niederlassungserlaubnis is good for you. If you are fine being self-employed, you don't want to act as a public servant, you don't mind the restrictions that Niederlassungserlaubnis comes with when it comes to your labor opportunities or your work opportunities in the labor market, Niederlassungserlaubnis is here for you. If you want more freedom going in and out when it comes to jobs, if you want to travel a lot of people, one of the things that I love about German passport is you put it on the table and it's literally opens doors to certain countries that usually you have to apply visa for and all of that. Then yes, German passport is here for you. 190 countries open, visa free. That is it. German citizenship is open for you. So it really depends on your lifestyle and your goals, okay? Someone also asked, can I use the Einbürgerungstest for the Niederlassungserlaubnis? So Einbürgerungstest for Niederlassungserlaubnis is like using senior high school certificates for a junior high school position, you know? When it comes to Niederlassungserlaubnis, there's not really one test that they would want to see. Usually they take the Leben in Deutschland or the Integrations test, right? That is usually sufficient. So if you have the Einbürgerungstest, it's usually you performed over, because that is for the Einbürgerung, for the naturalization. So that is what I can say to that question. If you have any further questions, you can put them in the in the comment section down below, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions for you. Yes, anything else? Have you subscribed? Have you shared this video? Thank you so much for your support so far. It really gingers me to do more. And the next video you're going to see will be talking about getting married in Denmark. So please make sure that you are subscribed, activated the notification bell, and let me know what you guys would want us to talk about next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ade!